Yo, 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 my people. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, everybody. Welcome to another video. Okay, today in this watch along, we're going to be checking out an incredible documentary by One Path Network. Okay, so yeah, this is something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. Yes, I want to continue to do my commentary on current events, some of it political stuff in relation to Islam and Muslims in general. Okay, I will continue to do that, but I wanted to check out some documentaries, short videos, Islamic short videos with you guys, and just chill back and educate ourselves, learn new things, maybe change our approach to certain things, and maybe change our view of certain things based on what we see in this video and stuff like that. So that's the whole goal. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel and give this video a thumbs up before we even begin, because you know it's going to be an awesome one. Okay, and let's get right into it. Today we're checking out this one right here. I was sent 2 to 3 days Dagestan Unforgot, featuring Khabib. Let's get it. Bismillah. I'm excited for this one. I've been wanting to sit down and genuinely just check it out and not even have to worry about looking for, like, just I wanted to sit down and just watch this video with full focus.
Welcome.
What a better way to do that than with you guys. So let's get it. Grab your popcorn. Grab your popcorn. Because this is going to be an awesome one.
Welcome to Dagestan, the land of mountains, warriors, and legends, where champions are made and children wrestle with bears. But beyond the names and title belts is a land that is rich in faith, culture, and history.
Welcome to Dagestan.
But what is it about this land that gives rise to such greatness?
What is it?
People don't know what means Dagestan.
Warriors of impeccable strength and unmatched skill, and yet people who are ridiculously humble and spiritually grounded. Join us as we venture through Dagestan, through the mountains, the villages, the mosques, and the gyms to answer this question. So let's go. 2-3 years Dagestan and forget. 2-3 years, brother, come to Dagestan. Australia, no wrestling.
You come for 2-3 years.
Inshallah. Actually, just the next 20-30 minutes. Enjoy the episode.
Yo. Now, One Path Network, this is incredible. Wallahi, they got me hooked. I am hooked. What? This is gonna be awesome. Yo, what an intro. What an intro. Nah, this is top level. Let's go, the mountain legends.
I wanted to know the secrets that lay behind Dagestan's incredible ability to create mountains out of men. In 2-3 years, it was a phenomena that had gripped the world, and I was eager to find out why. Nestled between the
I mean, there's a saying, well, it's a saying or whatever, but about, I think Khabib and them made it famous, basically. You go to Dagestan, you'll be sent to Dagestan for 2 to 3 years, and you'll be forgotten there, and then you come back completely different person. You come back as an animal who cannot be stopped. When I say animal, I'm not just talking about like an animal. I mean like somebody that has the discipline, the strength, mental and physical strength. And by the time you come back within those 2 to 3 years, you're completely changed person. And that has become something famous. I like how in the title they put 2 to 3 days instead of years or so. But anyways, let's go.
Caspian and the Black Seas, and mountains out of men. In 2-3 years, it was a phenomena that had gripped the world, and I was eager to find out why. Nestled between the Caspian and the Black Seas, and in the heart of the Caucasus Mountains, Dagestan was a place that has become renowned on the world map, largely due to one man. Him.
He really did put Dagestan on the map. Like a lot of people, including myself, I don't think I ever knew where Dagestan was or what Dagestan even was, or if there was even any Muslims there, until I heard about Khabib and started watching. I literally started watching UFC because of him. Like, there's no doubt. Like, literally, I didn't used to follow or watch or nothing like that. It was until I started watching. I started hearing about him on social media and stuff like that, and started watching Dagestan. I mean, UFC, and heard about Dagestan and the Muslims there and the humbleness and everything. I heard it through him, so that's 100% on point. I love it. Let's go.
the heart of the Caucasus Mountains, largely due to one man,
This man.
him. But I wanted to know the truth that lay behind the aura, and there was only one way to find out.
Islam Makhachev famously said, come 2-3 years Dagestan, forget. What does Dagestan have that the world doesn't have?
I mean, you have to come for the 2-3 years, taste it, and then you're gonna tell the world.
And then you find out.
Yeah, you're gonna find out.
But I didn't have 2-3 years to find out. I only had a few days, so I had to get a move on fast, starting here in Makhachkala, the capital of Dagestan. And to get acquainted with the locals, I was using
I'm not going to be ashamed to say this. I have never seen like a video or anything like that show the streets of Dagestan or how it looks. And seeing these little clips of like people walking in the streets of Dagestan, this is not what I pictured. Wallahi, I just pictured like mountain whatever and people living in like a mud hut or something, like in a cave or whatever. Like, wallahi, that was my perception. This is already opening my eyes to the place. Huh. Interesting.
capital of Dagestan.
Even the capital, I was not expecting this. Like, straight up, I'll be honest with you guys. You guys can make fun of me as much as you want, but I was not expecting to see this. Interesting.
And to get acquainted with the locals, I was using the help of a young brother called Saeed and his father.
If you could describe Makhachkala, how would you describe it?
It's full of life, we can say
Yeah.
so. The city is very hectic, very overcrowded, but there is certain charm to it.
Yeah.
As in, you have a lot of opportunities. Everyone can work here and earn money. But besides that, yeah, I kind of like the city.
I have to say, I'm very impressed by your English.
Thank you
Across
very much.
Dagestan, I've been walking and I've seen 100 grappling, 100 wrestling, but zero English.
I guess we gotta break stereotypes at
But
some
then,
point.
subhanAllah, I meet Brother Saeed, and you've got English, Arabic, Turkish, and of course, Russian. MashaAllah.
Saeed would be taking me to a local
MashaAllah. The brother's educated in languages. Let's go. Huh.
coffee store to help me further
That's 4 or
understand
5
Dagestani
languages.
culture. And by the way, Dagestan has pretty decent coffee.
Yeah, it is. You can,
Wow.
You can try that.
Wow. That actually tastes nice. I like that. Peanut butter. It's like with coffee.
With coffee.
Peanut butter with coffee.
Invented in Dagestan.
Invented in Dagestan.
Wait. You can put peanut butter in coffee? They're introducing me to something that I never thought of trying. Putting peanut butter in your coffee? How will that even taste? Now I get it. I'm trying that tomorrow. I can't drink coffee right now, but inshallah, I'm going to try that.
Wow.
Dagestan now.
MashaAllah. Yes, I can do 2-3 years of this. But anyways,
RAF coffee on hand, I got straight to the point.
that peanut butter. It's like with coffee.
With coffee.
Invented in Dagestan.
Invented in Dagestan.
Wow.
Dagestan now.
MashaAllah. Yes, I can do 2-3 years of this. But anyways,
RAF coffee on hand, I got straight to the point to uncover the truth behind the memes.
I hate football. I hate video games. I don't want to be like you, Dad. I want maximum fun.
Send him 2 to 3 years Dagestan and forget.
Because I was convinced there was so much more behind the memes.
the fact that children are raised very differently in this part of the world.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
It is true.
So, what was your upbringing like?
So the upbringing, I could say that it was more involved, as in my father actually paid attention to what I did, what I listened to, and whom I was friends with, and what types of education that I got. Especially when it comes down to the religious, you have to respect yourself and the other people, of course, following Sunnah and being loyal and obedient to your parents, meaning being loyal and obedient to Allah Azza wa Jalla. Yeah.
It was clear that Islam
That is deep, wallahi, because especially living in the West, there's so many people that, when I say people, I'm talking about like so many parents where they have no clue what their kids are doing. They're not involved in the kid's life whatsoever. Even when the kid is the one that wants their parents to be involved and stuff like that, nope, the parents have no interest in it and see time spent with their kids as a waste of time. Like straight up, for instance, like if a teenager is playing a sports at their high school or at their school, a lot of parents don't show up to their kids' games because it's like a waste of time. Why should I don't need to be there. You go have fun type of thing. Little things like that, you know, that's sad. But that's how things are here in the West.
being loyal and obedient to Allah Azza wa Jalla.
It was clear that Islam played a pivotal role in shaping the culture of Dagestan, and the relationship was inseparable.
Dagestan is home to about 3 million people, and mashallah, over 40 ethnic groups, all speaking their own language. However, the one common thread that unites them all is Islam.
Over 90% of the population here follows Islam, and there are thousands of mosques across the country.
That's beautiful.
I later went to one of them in the mountains of Makhachkala to see how faith shapes everyday life. It was the day of Jumu'ah, and this humble mosque was filled beyond capacity.
Wallahi, this warms up my heart. Like this, seeing this really warms up my heart, because we live in a day and age where Muslims and Islam is getting attacked from left and right. And seeing a country where the Muslims who live there take their deen so serious and are dedicated and are raising their kids in that same way of having that devotion to the deen, just gives me hope that if all things fail here in the West, at least there will be a part of the world where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is being praised and the deen is being practiced to the fullest. That is incredible. That's really incredible, wallahi.
After the prayer, I stepped outside to meet some of the locals.
We just finished Salat al-Jumu'ah in Dagestan, Makhachkala, and mashallah, all the locals, they're treating me with such warmth, such hospitality.
Все время смотрим его передачи, очень познавательные, поучительные. Хотел сказать джазакаллаху хайра.
That brother from Dagestan recognized us from our videos, and it's incredibly heartwarming. But the truth is, it's all because of you and your support. For over 10 years, One Path Network has been on the front lines of Muslim media, producing documentaries, interviews, podcasts, short films, and daily content that uplifts our ummah and strengthens the Muslim narrative. We've built a studio, reached millions through thousands of videos, and we're training the next generation of Muslim content creators. So if you've benefited from our work and want it to continue, please donate to One Path Network. Every contribution helps us produce more, reach further, and amplify the Muslim voice around the world. Back to Dagestan.
Горячий салам с Дагестана, с Махачкалы, от всех мусульман.
Я думаю, что вообще вот Дагестан, да, вот первоисточник ислама, да, это благословенные сахабы нашего пророка, саллаллаху алейхи вассалям.
Это на первом месте, как бы, да? Это наш образ жизни, без которого, наверное, мы не выживем, брат. Потому что он в нашей семейной жизни везде он участвует.
Without it, we could not survive. Like, that is deep. Машаллах.
Без которого, наверное, мы не выживем, брат. Потому что он в нашей семейной жизни везде он участвует, ислам. Без него мы как бы себя не видим в этом мире.
Deep.
And yet, away from the mosques, if anything was going to give me a glimpse into Dagestani culture, it was the gym, especially this one right here.
So we've arrived at the official gym of Abdul Manap Nurmagomedov for a training session, inshallah, with some of the Dagestanis. I know for a fact I'm going to be folded like a pancake, but it's absolutely fine because you get a taste of what Dagestani culture is really like. I don't want to be late, so I'm going to rush because discipline is key.
Yep. Good luck.
Honestly, I can feel my stomach in my throat. It's very intimidating walking to a gym with everyone that looks like Khabib and has no moustache and a beard, and I'm a bit worried, but inshallah.
You got this,
Next round
brother.
for me.
You got this. You got this.
Alhamdulillah, the nerves went a bit down after I found out that it's a majority teenage class and children, but I'm sure they'll still smash me. So let's go.
This was the official gym of Khabib's father in Makhachkala and was home to
Allah
a number
subhanahu wa
of
ta'ala have mercy on his dad.
champions, world-class coaches, and countless aspiring students.
MashaAllah.
Just training in the gym, it's a bit difficult when you don't understand the language, but we all understand tap, tap, tap. Alhamdulillah.
I love this.
And look, although I couldn't communicate outside of grappling and tapping, I think I know what this brother was thinking. This brother, zero grappling. But hey, it was fun while it lasted.
Yeah.
Australia, assalamu alaikum.
What do you think of Australia wrestling?
Zero, brother, zero.
What do you think of Australian wrestlers?
Brother, Australia don't have wrestling.
Australia don't have wrestling.
Dagestan has one of the best grapplers in the world. In Makhachkala, only in Makhachkala, city of Makhachkala, there are about 30 black belts.
This gym, best gym in the world. Best coach, Murada Sildarov and Yusuf Sadlaev. I'm Russian champion. Best competition. In Dagestan, we have good grapplers, we have good wrestlers.
What is the secret?
Only one word, brother. Discipline, you know? Only discipline, that's it.
Of course, at first it's discipline, I think, because you must to have your physics strong. I think it's the most important thing.
It was a combination of hard work, discipline, and a lot of confidence.
Anytime, anywhere, I'm ready. Number one prospect. Give my location. Australia, Turkey, UAE, everyone smash.
Yes, the Dagestani spirit. But although this was lots of fun, I was pretty down I never got to meet some of the people I wanted to. So I took a picture with this truck instead. Until by sheer coincidence, I bumped into him. Yes, I actually did. This was a total coincidence and I couldn't believe it. Alhamdulillah.
How is my voice?
It was written.
Good? My voice is good?
I literally found the #1 guy in Dagestan who could answer my question.
Hey, ты как на нем ездишь? Да, брат.
And I wasn't going to miss it.
How special is this gym to you?
It's very special gym for us, you know. It's we build this gym when we become champion and rich. Then we build it. But before that, we was training in other gym. It was very small and it was only one shower for 70 people. You know, it was only mats, one bag, one shower. And from this gym become more than 20 world champions.
He was part of a generational legacy of Dagestani champions, and I needed to know what was behind it.
That's deep. Wallahi, that's deep. MashaAllah.
Generational legacy of Dagestani champions, and I needed to know what was behind it.
What is the secret behind Dagestan? Why 2-3 years forget Dagestan? Why?
I think for these kind of things, people have to learn about Dagestan history. If you watch last 1,000 years, how was Dagestan living in this place? It was all the time war, and that's why people so tough. Even when a lot of people don't realize this, even Umar time, radiallahu anhu, Umar time, Sahabis was here. And we have so many graves in Derbent, and there is so many people don't know graves and bodies around the Dagestan, you know?
It was an answer that caught me off guard, and this was the point that Khabib redirected my journey. You see, in order to understand Dagestan today, you have to look deep into its past. And that was a search that led me here, to one of the oldest cities on earth, Derbent.
We're in the city of Derbent, which is the southern border of Dagestan. And subhanAllah, this entire place was called Bab al-Abwab, the gate of all gates.
Given that Derbent sits along a narrow corridor between the Caucasus Mountains and the Caspian Sea, it was long considered the gateway to the north. And for centuries, it was the northern front of the Muslim world.
Behind me is what many refer to as the Great Wall of the Caucasus. So it goes to a height of about 10 to 12 meters and a thickness of about 3 meters wide. And at a point, it once stretched approximately 40 kilometers into the mountains.
These massive walls stretch into the landscape and ultimately lead to Narin Kala, the ancient fortress of Durban that once guarded the city overlooking the Caspian Sea.
That is incredible.
Wow, look at that. So this fortress right here was captured during the time of the Khulafa al-Rashidun, during the time of Umar bin Khattab radiyallahu anh, under the command of the military general Abdurrahman ibn Rabi'a. We're talking about 1400 years of Islamic history in Dagestan, and so many of us, myself included, had absolutely no idea.
Wallahi, I didn't know about this either. Earlier when we began this video, I said we're gonna learn things, maybe change our perspective on things and stuff like that. And here I am, like, I had no idea about this. Incredible. Incredible.
Steeped in a...
MashaAllah.
The time of the Khulafa al-Rashidun, during the time of Umar bin Khattab radiyallahu anh, under the command of the military general Abdurrahman ibn Rabi'a. We're talking about 1400 years of Islamic history in Dagestan, and so many of us, myself included, had absolutely no idea.
It was steeped in Islamic history, tucked away in the mountains.
So behind me is the oldest mosque in Russia, built in the year 733. This is over 1300 years old. It's called the Juma Mosque of Durban, and it was built during the time of the Umayyads. It really goes to show you the extent of Islamic history hidden in this region that not many people know about.
Who would have thought mosques from the days of the Sahaba in the heart of Dagestan?
You really get to catch a glimpse of how old this mosque is. And as you can see behind me, there are works to restore the masjid currently taking place. But when you're talking about something which is that old, it's so important to preserve this piece of history, tying the land of Dagestan to the early generations of Islam.
This is incredible. This is incredible.
But it's not only Dagestan's rich history that makes it special, it's the landscape itself. And the wildlife. See, Dagestan is a land that's dominated by the Caucasus, a vast chain of mountains stretching between the Caspian and Black Seas, providing a natural barrier across the land and incredible beauty.
Beautiful.
So the name Dagestan comes from the Turkish word da, meaning mountain, and the Persian word stan, meaning land. The land of the mountains. And when you look around you, you can't help but notice exactly why it earned that name. The land of the mountains.
And it was the mountains themselves that gave one of the greatest clues to the strength
beautiful
of the
creation
people.
of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
We saw so many videos of you with your teammates training in the mountains under the leadership and guidance of your father, Allah yarhamu. What was that like, training in the mountains?
No, we born and we raised and we grow in mountains, and it was for us. It was normal always, you know, because we are from mountains, and I think a lot of people don't know what means Dagestan. Dagestan, it's a translate mountain country. You know, more than 70%, I think, Dagestan is all about mountains, and we.
This is what I had pictured of Dagestan being. The mountains and these type of houses, not what they showed at the beginning of the video, like here.
Of a young brother.
A lot of opportunity
To find out. I want
this here, I did not picture like
It's
this.
full of life.
Or these
So,
street
the
lights or
city's
stuff
very
like
hectic,
that. That's
very
not what I
overcrowded.
pictured.
But there is certain charm to it.
We grow up in mountains, and it was for us. It was normal.
Давай, Хабиб, давай. Шалорус тоже не стоит, давай.
And in the mountains above Makhachkala, every Saturday morning, the mountains come alive. A Dagestani tradition of men and boys, fathers and sons, scaling the slopes towards the summit.
This is
And it's a phenomenal sight to behold.
This scene can honestly be not described with any other words than spectacular. You have young Dagestani runners running up this mountain, horses in the background over there, and subhanAllah engraved into the mountain
Allah
right there,
on the back.
the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as the sun rises on this beautiful morning in Makhachkala. I'm lost for words. You got brothers grappling in the corner.
Yo, why am I becoming emotional? Like, why am I becoming emotional? Oh man, this is deep, wallahi. This is beautiful.
Spirit and
This
the
is
culture
beautiful.
of strength, discipline is alive and
This is
strong
beautiful.
in this part of the world, and it's so inspiring to see. My fellow Muslim brothers, mashallah.
This is... No, I'm not gonna become emotional. No, not today.
English, no brother.
We're running there, up there.
Oh, even harder.
Over there.
Where the birds are flying.
Yeah, where the bird is.
Subhanallah.
Yeah.
Wow. Mashallah. Coach Yusuf, I watched so many of the young Dagestanis run up this mountain this morning. It's like 7, 8 a.m. Why is it so important for the Dagestani people?
It's there is a hadith that Allah loves Muslim, but He loves strong Muslim even more. So people trying to be strong and be in shape all the time, and some older guys giving good example for youngsters. You know.
That's beautiful.
Not far from the summit, a calisthenics park stood waiting, a familiar sight across the country.
I saw you come out here with your children, with your sons, and with many of the young boys. Why do you come here?
Ну, много за всю жизнь, да, 40 лет я работаю, это будет много, конечно. Ну, передать то, что нам передали наши отцы, эти, вот это чемпионский дух, вот это надо передавать. Останавливаться нам нельзя.
What does it mean to be a man in Dagestan?
Мужчина — это все. Это все.
Everything.
It's everything.
Wow, mashallah.
Champion mindset, brother. I was so inspired.
Send me a message like location. I want to come. Whatever you want. Doesn't matter. Ireland, New York, Moscow, or Brooklyn. Doesn't matter. Tell me.
It was a culture of strength, discipline, training, and in between it all, a deep sense of brotherhood that is admired across the world.
I have to say, I am so jealous of your friendship with Islam Mahajir. It's a brotherhood that is to be envied. The love that you have for each other, I'm sure I speak for many people around the world, they envy that friendship, that love. What is the secret behind the brotherhood in Dagestan?
You know, in Dagestan, the way how we grow is a little bit different than, like for example, Australia or in US or in Europe. One thing make me surprised when I see people surprised how two men can have good relationship, good like friendship. Why are you guys surprised? Like, I don't understand. These things, like, you know,
Right,
when you
that's
show
so
respect,
true.
when you show respect your coach, when you show respect your sparring partners or somebody, it's like when you have good relationship, good friendship with your brothers, with your family, it's like this is make me surprised. Like, and now I realize more in the world, people miss this, you know, good relationship with parents, friends, neighbors, coach, like doesn't matter. Like with like people don't have this kind of relationship, and this is making me surprised and a little bit sad, you know, because this is how you have to be. Like this is how men have to be, you know. When you have friend, when you call him friend, it's if he's really your friend or brother, you have to wish him all the best. You know, you have to be happy when he achieves something, and for this kind of things make me surprised a little bit, like because world little bit miss this.
Subhanallah.
I think Khabib is not just best fighter, not the champion. He's I don't know. For me, it's best guy in the world.
It was
That
a
is
brotherhood that
respect.
was stitched into the fabric of Dagestan.
How important is brotherhood in Dagestan?
Очень важно. Эта поддержка для нас очень важна, когда у нас беда, мы друг другу помогаем, друг другу опытом делимся в зале, и за счет этого вместе растем.
If you have good relationship with your brother, of course, he can help you, you can help him. Like it's very important to support relationship with my brother or with my family.
It's very important. We have
With brothers.
yeah with brothers.
It was a beautiful bond, and during the interview, the young brother before me revealed another layer to the secrets of this land. His name.
Brother, what is your name?
Shamil Imam.
You're named after Imam Shamil.
Yes.
What does it mean to you to be named after Imam Shamil?
Just best people. Warrior. Legend in Dagestan place.
Imam Shamil, the icon of Dagestan and the leader of the Caucasus, revered across East and West. From 1834 to 1859, he led one of the most formidable resistance movements against the Russian Empire to unite the Caucasus under Islam. And today, his warrior spirit lives on in Dagestan.
Wow. Yo, I'm being educated with every little detail. Like every clip, I'm learning something. I'm learning something. I'm blown away by this. MashaAllah.
Who is Imam Shamil to the Dagestani?
For all the Dagestanis, Imam Shamil is a leader. And for all of us, Dagestanians, Chechenians, and all Caucasian nations, historically struggled against the imperialism.
It was here, in the mountain heights of Gunib, that Imam Shamil chose to make his final stand against the Russian Empire.
So the reason this place was chosen by Imam Shamil was because of its strategic location. Standing 1,500 meters above sea level, there was only one narrow pass which could lead you to the top. The rest of the paths were inaccessible and extremely difficult to traverse. In other words, it was a natural fortress carved into the Earth's landscape.
Imam Shamil and his army were well-trained soldiers and highly skillful mountaineers, and it was in this exact location his final battle was fought.
For several days, Imam Shamil, together with his wives, his children, and 400 of his most loyal soldiers, stayed put in these mountains. The Russian Empire had him surrounded, and in a final ultimatum, the Russians told him, either surrender or we destroy everyone in the village of Gunib. He ardently refused until his son convinced him that he had given everything he could for the independence of Dagestan and also Chechnya.
And it was here that his long struggle came to a painful end in 1859.
So the monument behind me in the district of Gunib represents tragedy and triumph. Tragedy because it was here where Imam Shamil surrendered to the Russian Empire, and triumph for the 25 years of resistance of the Caucasian imamate led by Imam Shamil.
It was a legacy forged through sacrifice and faith. And speaking of legacy, going around Dagestan, there's one name that's impossible to ignore. Father.
I've seen so many murals dedicated to your father throughout Dagestan, mashallah. How is the legacy of your father in this country? How deep is the legacy of your father in this country?
It's a good question. It's a good question. You know, for me, it's most important legacy, what he left after him. It's 100 people, when they come to his gym, train under his leadership, they beginning pray. You know, they beginning pray. You know, it's like, and so many people, when they come in father gym, they don't pray before. And one of the first rules of father, when some young guy come to train under his leadership, he always say, if you don't pray, you have to begin pray.
SubhanAllah.
And
this is, wallahi, this is deep. This is deep. prayer is the key to everything. These are the same guys that were groveling and doing all that.
You know, the beginning prayer, you know, it's like, and so many people.
What makes me get even more emotional is the fact that not only are they just praying in the middle of like their sessions and stuff, but how focused they are on the details of even lining up. Like they're in a gym in the West, inside our mosques. We don't even agree to like get close enough where our feet touch each other. Forget about that. They're doing it in a gym and they're detailed, focused on getting the prayer right, getting the line right, making sure that people are close and knit tight, and making sure that there's no gap between them. And us here in the West, inside our masjids, people are like not even close together. There's like huge gap between our feet and everything. And it's just like, Allah.
When they come.
This is deep. Like, look how close they are. Each guy, like their toes or their feet are touching each other and making sure there's no gap. This brother's walking around to make sure the line is right, to make sure that like, come on.
The beginning prayer, you know, it's like, and so many people, when they come in a father gym, they don't pray before. And one of the first rules of father, when some young guy comes to train under his leadership, he always say, if you don't pray, you have to begin pray. And I know 100 people, 100 guys, when they come and after they spend time with my father in our gym, like 5, 6, 7 years, they beginning pray. And this is most important legacy for myself when I'm watching what he achieved. It's so many people become good religious people.
It was a powerful legacy of faith and prayer left behind by Abdul Manap. Yet it also revealed a painful truth. See, not long ago, many Dagestanis grew up in a time when prayer was heavily suppressed under the Soviet Union. It was a revelation that eventually led me here, to Masjid al-Ikhlas, one of the first mosques built after the collapse of the Soviet Union. Here, I met with Imam Rahmuddin to find out how Islam was revived after such dark years.
أصلا كل هذا يرجع إلى أبي. طبعا في الأيام الاتحاد السوفيتي كان هناك صعب أن تلتزم بتعاليم الإسلام. كان صعب التزام بمعنى الصلاة والصيام فقط، أو قراءة القرآن مثلا، فقط مجرد قراءة القرآن. لكن أبوه يعني جدي كان يقرأ القرآن، وأبوه يعني جد أبي مثلا هو كان عالم من العلماء يعني. فبالتالي أبي كان يأسف على السنوات الذي مضى عنده وما كان عنده فرصة للتعلم كذا.
His father had sacrificed so much for him to learn the religion, and it's a sacrifice that still echoes to this day, long after his passing.
فبالتالي هو كان يحب العلماء وكان يشجعني دائما، لأنه ما كان عنده فرصة وكان يحب أن أتعلم أنا. يفرح كل يوم عندما كنت أدرس، يعني أذهب إلى الدرس وأرجع، كل يوم كان يسألني ماذا درست؟ كيف درست؟ ماذا قال أستاذك؟ ماذا قال؟ يعني يفتح الكتاب يقرأ لي يعني وأنا أقرأ. والله الله.
I'm sorry. This is deep, wallahi. When I clicked on this video, I did not expect to get this tearful and this emotional. Nah. But this is deep, wallahi. This is deep.
كل يوم عندما كنت أدرس، يعني أذهب إلى الدرس وأرجع، كل يوم كان يسألني ماذا درست؟ كيف درست؟ ماذا قال أستاذك؟ ماذا قال يعني يفتح الكتاب يقرأ لي يعني وأنا أقرأ وهو طبعا لا يفهم يعني وإن لم يكن يفهم يعني هو كان يفرح بهذا.
It was a powerful window into Islam in Dagestan. But to truly understand faith in practice, the Imam offered to take me for a little drive somewhere special.
الآن نذهب إلى أقدم القرى من قرى داغستان. أنا ولدت هناك وكبرت هناك وحتى الآن أعيش هناك.
Here we were in the Imam's village, and it was radiating with history and faith.
So we're in the village of Targhou, which is one of the oldest villages in Dagestan. In front of me over here is one of the oldest masjids in Dagestan. They don't know how long ago it was built, but they estimate that it is at least 200 years old. Let's go check it out.
هذا الترميم الأخير 1312. شوف مكتوب عمر الجامع كل جماعة ترغو. ترميمات موجودة جديد موجود. من السنة للإمام عندما يخطب أن يأخذ بالعصا. عمر هذا العصا أكبر من عمر الاحتلال الإسرائيلي. من طلب واعظا فالموت 1312. عمر هذا العصا من السنة للإمام عندما يخطب أن يأخذ بالعصا. عمر هذا العصا أكبر من عمر الاحتلال.
I love this shit. I love this shit. He's taking jabs. It's older than the age of the Israeli occupation. It's wild. Incredible. Nah.
الإسرائيلي. هذا الترميم الأخير 1312. شوف مكتوب عمر الجامع كل جماعة ترغو.
ما شاء الله.
ترميمات موجودة جديد موجود. من السنة للإمام عندما يخطب أن يأخذ بالعصا. عمر هذا العصا أكبر من عمر الاحتلال الإسرائيلي. من طلب واعظا فالموت كفاه. 1346.
Meaning that it's 101 years old. SubhanAllah, you can just imagine the amount of khutbahs that have been given while leaning on this stick in Dagestan.
كنا نطلع من هنا كنا نطلع من هناك أيضا كان عندنا يعني طرقنا الخاصة.
It was a spontaneous visit to his home village.
The kids are working. Wow.
And although none of this was planned, it was a remarkable display of Islam in practice.
Everyone's working hard in the village. Everyone's literally, it's a community effort to look after this village. It's beautiful to see. Assalamu alaikum.
I was witnessing the strength of family and community, something deeply tied to Islam, and it felt ever present throughout the village.
The Imam is loved. It truly is a family affair up here in these mountains, with everyone coming out to expand the streets and renovate and look after the area. But I asked him, why don't the people just go down to the more spacious city down in Makhachkala? He says, no, the people would rather prefer here, with the difficulty, with the hardship, just knowing that they're together as one, as family.
That is deep.
في أكل يعني يقولون يعني كل اسمه هذا تكوى نعم بالعربية.
They love their pumpkin here because there's a hadith of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that he used to like pumpkin, whether it was this pumpkin or not, but it's out of love, subhanallah.
هذا بيت أبي وجدي. هذا عمي وهذا عمي وهذا عمي وهناك عمتي. بقدر المستطاع يعني الجيران بقدر المستطاع لا يرحلون إلى مكان آخر.
ما شاء الله.
يعني الجار قبل الدار.
سبحان الله.
MashaAllah, that should be framed. الجار قبل الدار. Is that what he said?
كان آخر ما شاء الله يعني الجار قبل
The neighborhood before the house. That's incredible.
الدار.
سبحان الله.
And of course, no village visit would be complete without visiting the elders.
هذه القبور لآبائنا. أنا أذكر الأيام يعني كنت أرى محشقلة بدايته ونهايته. يعني محشقلة كان حجمها يعني ليست كبيرة، يعني كان يبدأ من هنا وينتهي هنا فقط. لكن الآن يعني الحمد لله محشقلة اتسعت ويصل إلى مدينة كاسبيسك من هذه الناحية، ويمتد من هذه الناحية أيضا يعني إلى أماكن بعيدة.
That is incredible.
I came to Dagestan to uncover the truth behind the hype, to find out what was it about the country that made mountains out of men. And what I found was a country deeply rooted in faith, etched in Islamic history, a people that were committed to discipline, brotherhood, and had a deep love for family. And although I wasn't here for 2-3 years, it was enough to take lessons I'd be keeping for a lifetime.
Can you imagine, like, everything that he showed us in this video was 3 days? Like, just 1 year? Just not even 1 year. I really think just 1 month of fully being devoted and being there will change your life. Like, it will transform your view on the deen. It will transform your view on just life in general. I think you'll just come back completely different. Forget about the 2-3 years. 2-3 years, nobody will recognize you. Nobody will recognize you. You'll come back with the life lessons and discipline like none other. Incredible. Wallahi, incredible. Now, I'm adding visiting this place to my list if I'm able to. Incredible.
May Allah bless the people of Dagestan and the Muslim giants of the Caucasus.
Ameen. Ameen. Nah. One Islam network deserves love. You've got to support them. Donate to them. Do whatever you need to do. Watch their videos. Support them in any way that you possibly can. Because this was incredible. And I genuinely want to do more of these. So please make sure that you like the video, you subscribe to the channel, you comment below your thoughts and everything. And I want to do more of these. Because in these like 30 whatever minutes that we just watched together, I feel touched. Like, I feel like the content of the video and the way it was done had an impact on me. It felt like I was there, even though I was not there. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. So I want to check more of these types of videos. I'll continue to do commentary on current events, things in relation to Islam and Muslims in general, but this is beautiful. This is beautiful. I'll see you guys in the next one, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel and comment below what your thoughts were about this whole video. Okay? Peace out.
عليك وسلم المولى محمد. I look up to the best of the men, and I'm working on the test to the end, by following the message he sent, and try turning these lessons into action. And oh, I pray for the day that I see you in my dreams. Rahmatul lil Alameen, for all humanity.